All right, everyone. It is time for the Q&A for No Shelf. So, questions? How did you find this workshop? You didn't get through it. No. It's most people don't get through this one. There's some ways that what we do in this workshop is actually more work than what the shell does. For example, every single one of those commands that you implemented, like cat, for example, is actually a program like that is installed on your computer, and you can run it in a. You can write a shell that instead of implementing every single command, goes and finds commands that are already installed and uses those. It would be like 10 lines of code rather than 50. But then shells also do a bunch of other stuff that we didn't do, like they are complete programming languages as well. So it's a lot of work, just different work than we were doing.
For implementation, I didn't got the concept module right, but using the request module, we need to give that URL to the request module, whatever we are passing, like as an argument to a call, we need to pass that to the request module.
Yeah, so it, let's see. Does this solution not have request in it? It may not. But yeah, you're gonna get a URL as your sole argument, and then you want to pass that to request. Yeah. Yeah, we can. I mean, we might be able to implement it. Let's see. Standard input. That is what this would be, right? So yeah, we could probably implement it and see. Are there any other questions before we go down that track? None? Okay, let's see. Let me go really fast. Oh crap. Oh. Okay, so that is wrong. Lots of things. Wait. Is this broken? Why? Okay. Let's. Great. Okay, so this looks okay. Yeah, that looks fine. So then, how is that working? Type commands through parse and run. Okay, so this parses it, and then this runs it. I'm not that familiar with the solution code, so maybe I won't add this just now. And maybe I'll also take a look at it, because apparently that solution is not out of the box. Yeah, it's like, how does that meant work? That's odd. And it worked only if you didn't have HTTP benefit. That's surprising. Like including the colon forward slash forward slash.
And we tend for that, so if it doesn't have that habit, but then you got here, we have it.
Oh, wait. Did you try removing that code path entirely? So that, because I wonder if something's wrong with that code. Try that. Like it's trying to request HTTP colon whatever HTTP colon professor. Like it's always doing it or something. Other questions? I feel like there are many questions. They're just not verbal yet.
Yes. Right, required NPM packages, like a whole bunch of things are installed. There's an NPM package.
Mm-hmm.
JSON package. I kind of get what you're doing. I get that you're trying to do something that has the dependencies within NPM. That's kind of the wrong way to put it.
Wait, sorry. So when you
Basically, like right before you get to implementing requests or implementing curl,
they have you use
install
shop.
request and
Yeah, or
set it up, you create a package JSON file.
Mhm.
Pretty much do this to it. It's create a file that makes sure that all of those dependencies are installed.
Mhm.
And it also gives like easy for everything.
Yeah, so I think it has you do npm init,
Yeah.
or maybe which just creates this file. There's nothing really magic about this file. It's just the file that npm has decided will mark a directory as containing a node package. And it also, as part of that, says this package, your shell, depends on all these other packages. And when you npm install, if you install without saving, it just downloads the current and most recent version of the package and puts it into node modules. If you say save, then it puts it into here. So if I do like npm install minus save request, then we'll see it appear here after it installs.
And I guess the other question I got is, if you were going to include a test script,
A test script?
scripts, test, echo.
Oh yeah, so you've seen this in some places, I think. Like, maybe not. You would probably use a test runner, so like Mocha is one. You might do something like, actually just Mocha is sufficient, and then you would need Mocha saved generally as a dev dependency. Dev dependencies are different from normal dependencies in that they're only installed if you are developing this package. So if you do an npm install in this directory, it will be installed. They don't have to get Mocha, because there's no point, right? They're not trying to run the tests. So now, I don't see that, which is disconcerting. Oh, sorry, I had unsafe changes. So, right, so there it is. If I just run Mocha, it looks for, if I just run Mocha, it looks for a test directory and runs all the tests in it. So we could say, hey, test this with Mocha, and then we'll make a test directory and test, like put something in it, this test always passes. And what do we do here? We can say like describe describe the joy of a passing test. It is as sweet as water from warm ocean on a sunny day. That's true to equal true. And this is going to fail. Unfortunately. Nope, it's not, sorry. Because we don't have expect, right? So we have to like either not use expect and use some built-in assertion checker. So I could use assert, which is built into Node. And so it could be like assert dot equal true true. There we go. Or if we want to use this form, the like behavior-driven development form, we could install try, which provides the expect function. Yeah.
I was wondering if you could talk a little bit more about like processes of objects.
Yeah.
It's an object, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah. And so like how it's generated, you could interact with it a fair amount.
Yeah. So it's provided by Node. So it's written. We could go dig up the code for it, but it's like part of the Node standard library, and it gives you kind of hooks into a lot of things the process has. So, like unit processes have an environment, and here that is. All the stuff is stuff that is set either in my bash profile or in the system somehow. I'm not fully sure how OS X sets that stuff, or Mac OS sets that stuff.
So
But like, okay.
Oh, I was just saying, is it fair to say that so like you drive sort of like a file that has this like constant block processes in it, it goes into Node and it just makes an object that collects all this data about current like
Yeah, so as part of Node's startup process, it creates this object with all of this information that was provided to the process by the operating system when the process started.
So anytime you write Node anytime or anything, it generates this new object, whether you use it.
Yeah, exactly. It's always there. We can even just write Node. I think I can do this. Execute log process. Yeah, that is. So everything always has it.
Are there other like objects that are sort of generated like this?
Yeah. So there's global. Is the other big one, which is the global object, the equivalent of window. It's available to everything as global, and it has a bunch of stuff on it. Set interval, all the timer functions, buffer is a node global. This is interesting.
In general, what would you say is sort of like if I was looking for something, when do I know to look in the global object versus the process?
So if you start by looking in the global object, you will find it because process is part of global. It's global by process. Yeah, but it would be, there's no point to that, because you can just say like process that, whatever, because it's global, or it's a global object. What other things are there? I mean, there's console, that's a global thing. There's all this vtrace crap, that's something. And then obviously there are all the built-in node modules that you have to require for the core modules. So like HTTP or assert, like I didn't have to npm install that. It's available, but it has to be required. Other built-in require is built in, of course. And then, so actually require module dir name and file name. So I'll do it inside this test. So these, oh yeah, module kind of has a bunch of stuff, but maybe I won't print that one. So these are, they're provided to every node module, but they're not global. They're actually unique to each module. And these represent, so require requires a module as a child of the current module. Module is the current module. It's that object in the require cache that we saw earlier. And then dir name and file name are both strings. They are the directory that the source file lives in and the file, the actual source file, which can be useful for locating things relative to the source file.
Maybe we get to another question of mine. I didn't get super far, so this is but it seems as if a lot of the commands that we're writing for, like the directory, have to all be relative to the file that we're creating. If that makes sense. Because it will call sort of the process that is like get current working directory
Right.
from like the file that's in. That makes sense.
No, so it is actually not the case that the current directory is always the location of the source. In fact, it's often not. It happens to be the case for this workshop because you're in your source directory and you're running your shell, and so they're the same. But it doesn't have to be the case. Like I could be in my home directory and then run. Oh, my home directory is kind of far away, isn't it? And then run this shell. Oh, 5 node shell. Nope, solution. Okay, and then if I do a pwd, I'm still in my home directory.
Okay, cool.
And that's why dir name and file name exist, actually. It's to give you access to where the source is, which can be different from the current directory. If you just open a file, it's relative to the current directory, not the location of the source file. Any other questions? Okay, all right. If this workshop felt strange and uncomfortable, that's okay. I feel like I say that a lot. You're growing. It's a strange and uncomfortable time, like puberty. And the reason, so a lot of these workshops, especially early on, the reason they're there is this one introduces you to asynchronicity, which is going to come up again and again. And also it introduces you to some shell commands you might not be familiar with. And hopefully gives you a little bit of a window into this vast world of shell scripting, which I wish we talked about it more or had more formal curriculum on it. I also have zero idea how to write that curriculum. Like everything I know about the shell I learned from oral tradition. And so I think to some extent it's something you're just gonna pick up over time as you see people do these increasingly bizarre shell one-liners. They'll start to make more and more sense. Okay, so let's